Okay, FLL Lesson 78. We're learning about interjections. So, Mrs. Perry, are you ready to learn about today's lesson? I just address myself by name. When you are talking directly to someone, you often say a person's name to get his or her attention. This is called direct address, because you address someone directly. Remember, when you write a sentence that includes a direct address, you use a comma to separate the name of the person spoken to from the rest of the sentence. You use one comma to separate the name if that name is at the beginning or the end of a sentence, and you use two if it's in the middle. So let's look at exercise 1 and underline the noun of direct address. Gordon, you are late. Dang it, Gordon, why are you late? Gordon, you are late. Okay. So underline Gordon, because that's who we're addressing. Excuse me. You are the winner, Corinne, and I congratulate you. Corinne is our noun of direct address, so underline Corinne. You are an excellent photographer, Miss Simpkins. Talking Miss Simpkins, so underline Miss Simpkins. A noun of direct address doesn't really have a function in the sentence. It's not a subject, it's not the object. So when we diagram, remember we put it on a floating line above the rest of the diagram because it doesn't do anything for the sentence. So in exercise 2, we're going to look at these diagrams. I believe they're already done for you. And then we're just writing the noun of direct address on that floating line above the diagram. Gordon, you are late, right? Gordon, up on that floaty line. You are the winner, and I congratulate you. We're talking to Corinne, so put Corinne up on that floating line. And Miss Simpkins, you are an excellent photographer. It's actually at the end of the sentence, but Miss Simpkins is who we're talking to, so she goes on the floaty line above the diagram. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about another part of speech called an interjection. When you suddenly say just one or two words with strong feeling, we call that an interjection. So words like hooray, or yikes, or oh no, those are interjections. An interjection is followed by a comma or an exclamation point that separates it from the main part of the sentence. So here's the definition of an interjection, and we'll repeat it together after I say it. An interjection is a word that expresses a sudden or strong feeling. So let's say it again. An interjection is a word that expresses a sudden or strong feeling. So let's look at exercise 3. Quick! The green slime is oozing towards us. Quick is an interjection. Woof! You managed to avoid it. Woof, woo, is our interjection. Outstanding! It evaporates in the sunlight. Outstanding is an interjection. Notice following two of those interjections, we had exclamation points, and in one we just had a comma. Okay. If the interjection is followed by a comma, the next word is not capitalized. But if it's followed by an exclamation point, then the next word will be capitalized. Interjections are always separated from the rest of the sentence by either a comma or an exclamation point. When you diagram an interjection, you need to separate it from the rest of the sentence diagram. It's just like a noun of direct address because it doesn't really do anything for the sentence, and so it'll float on that line above the rest of the diagram. So now we're going to complete exercise 4, writing up our interjection on that top line. So let's look at number 1. Wow, it's a solar eclipse. Do y'all remember that solar eclipse? Probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2017. So 3 years ago. That was a cool solar eclipse. Wow, it's a solar eclipse. The normal part of our sentence, the sentence with meaning, our subjects, our verbs, predicate, nominative, go on the bottom part of the diagram, which I think is already diagrammed for you. If it's not, you can diagram it. And then wow, our interjection, goes on that floating line above. Wow, it's a solar eclipse. I'll let you try number 2 on your own, and I'm going to move on. So pause me. Okay, you might wonder why some interjections are followed by commas and others by an exclamation point. Some interjections are strong, and they must be said forcefully with a lot of feeling. Oh, I am being bitten by fire ants. Golly. These strong interjections need exclamation points. But some are mild. They can be said casually. Oh, I forgot to clip my fingernails today. Okay, so read aloud those sentences in exercise 5 and see how an interjection can be strong and need an exclamation point, or mild and just need a comma. Hey, you just crushed my Venus flytrap. That one's with an exclamation point. Hey, I'm really sorry. That one's just a comma. Woo! We just missed getting hit by an asteroid. Exclamation point. Woo! I'm exhausted. It's just a comma. Ah, an eel is in the tub. It's an exclamation point. Ah, the bath water feels warm and lovely. That's just a comma. Words like yes and no can also be strong interjections. Yes, my team won the World Series. Or, no, you can't eat those berries because they're poisonous. Yes and no can also just be answers to questions. Did you remember your pencil? Yes, I did. Or, no, I forgot it. When used this way, yes and no are called response words because they are said in response to a question. So we're going to look at exercise 6. The first sentence in each pair has a strong interjection, and the second sentence has a response word. Yes! I just won a gold medal in the Olympics. Yeah. All that skeet shooting has been paying off. Or a response. Yes, I did have to train very hard. Very nonchalant. No! Don't let the baby topple my Lego tower. Or, no, I didn't put it away when you asked me. Interjections and response words are both called introductory elements because they introduce the sentence but have no other function. They're not subjects or verbs or objects. The introductory elements, interjections and response words, and nouns of address are all diagrammed the same way. They are written on a floating line above the main diagram. In exercise 7, you're going to diagram 4 sentences. When you diagram a sentence with a noun of direct address or introductory element, the first thing you do is write the noun of direct address or the interjection on the response word on the floating line. Then draw a line through that word in your sentence so that you can focus on the functional words, the nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions. I'm going to let you try these on your own. I think you can do it. And that is it for lesson 78. Have a wonderful day.